Hi. My battery feels so fucking broken. I'm going through one of those spike periods to where my damn back hurts all the time. I don't know why. Probably because of all the cleaning. But hi everybody. How are you guys doing? Today is Friday, and I keep forgetting that it's Friday. I keep feeling like I have to go to work, but I don't. Today's a complete free day, and I drank my second drink because I'm going to try to push myself to stay up a little bit later than usual, and streaming might help me a little bit with that too. But I was just chilling with some of you guys, like Sai over here. We were watching Wednesday in the server. I just like to rewatch it a lot. It's definitely a comfort series for me because it's just so cozy. It's like it's a whole show, and it's Tim Burton, and it's spooky, and it's goth, and I like Sociopathic Wednesday, and I like Enid, I like Morticia, I like everybody. So I always have fun every time I go back to it. And it was nice because not everybody in the server has even seen it, so I liked being able to show it to some people who probably wouldn't otherwise watch it. And then after we get through it, I'll make everybody watch Season 2. Season 2 I remember being a little bit disappointed in at first. Like, I had a lot of gripes with it, and then when I rewatched it, I'm like, oh, wait, I think I was, like, too harsh on this. This is actually fine. But I felt like I didn't have all those issues when I watched the first season, right? When I watched the first season, I was just actually there for the trip. I was kind of mostly enjoying everything. But season 2, maybe I was just picking it apart more because I just had expectations this time. And what's funny is, I think it was another instance of me being a hater because I think initially I was skipping out on Wednesday completely. I didn't want to watch it because I'm like, oh, what the hell? Addams Family's popular again. I don't want to watch it. It's Netflix, slap, blah, blah, blah. And I liked the 90s Addams Family. I'm sad to say I never watched the classic Addams Family. It hasn't been like high on my to-do list, but I was a big fan of the 90s Addams Family's movies, specifically the second one. That movie just kind of like blows the first one out of the water for me, but maybe I need to rewatch the first one and give it another chance. But the way 2 came together, I just thought it was a lot funnier, and I really like Debbie, the villain of it. It's kind of funny how both movies revolve around a woman trying to take advantage of Fester, if I recall correctly, to like get his riches. I'm not sure why they did the same thing again, but it's still, they're very different from each other. What does cortisol mean again? I know it's some chemical or something. I don't remember. I think it's bad, right? I have no idea. But, yeah, so, we'll try to keep on that maybe. Or we'll just, like, drop it and then start more episodes of another show, then drop that, because we still have to get through Invader Zim, we still have to get through this, still have to get through that, so much. Machina, it is so weird seeing you with a different username color. I'm not used to it, but it's kind of like a royal color. Did you know that back in the day, purple... I'm woman-splaining this to y'all. I'm sure you guys already know this. Purple was like royalty. Yeah, it's really sad that he died. Apparently, he had stomach cancer while he was filming it, and he didn't tell anybody. It's the stress chemical, and it's pretty toxic for your body in large amounts. Yo, I deal with that all the time. I got family that does that too. They always say that, like, too much stress will kill you. And it's gonna do that to some of my family if they can't stop stressing. But it's really hard not to stress all the time if your life is cursed, you know? Well, not to say that my life's cursed, but I know people who do have cursed lives. In Japan, is the color of death based? Based in cool and death-filled? Also, hi, Gig. But yeah, they probably would have made more Addams Family movies if it wasn't for his passing. You just can't do another one without him. Like you can't, like, recast him or just have him out of the movie. Just there's no point. You need Morticia and Gomez to be together. I saw that, they are doing a new Mummy movie, and they're gonna have Brandon Fraser come back, and they're gonna have the original actress for Evelyn return as well. And they're going to retcon the third movie and pretend like it didn't happen. But it's funny because they shouldn't have made it to begin with. Like, that desire and urge to milk the IP, despite not being able to have the original actress for Evelyn, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, did they really think that was gonna slide? Because there are so many people who would have written that movie off because of that alone, because it's just too distracting. It doesn't matter how good of an actress that Evelyn is. She is like the essential main character. It'd be different if they recast like a side character that doesn't matter as much, but like it's just not gonna work. And they still pushed through, and I don't think the movie did that great. And it probably wasn't even that great of a movie to begin with. I never bothered to see it based on principle. Why would I want to see it? That's just weird. New hair? Okay. Then I'll just go back to having a hat. No, I don't like bald. I don't like bald VTuber meme stuff. I don't do that kind of thing. I don't even know how to make my character bald or if there is a bald, but I wouldn't do it even if I could. Yeah, the dragon one. I think it's cool. Like it was like a Chinese set story, right? Chinese mummies and stuff like that. Because usually you think of like Egypt and stuff for mummies. But, oh, thank you for the follow. But it's cool that they wanted to do something different. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it one day just to see what did they do with it. How is it? If anything, like, well, actually, what year would this have come out? Like, CGI was starting to become like more of a common found thing in movies. I'm just curious if it had cool sets, at least cool stunts, cool like costuming, at least. Like, maybe there's something of value with it, right? Maybe one day we'll watch the Mummy movies in the Discord. It just sucks that the only really good one is actually the first one. The second one is like, there's a good movie in there. It's just so shoved with so much stuff. They needed to like scrap ideas. They needed to get rid of some segments and strengthen the other ones. You know what I mean? Mummy 3 came out in 2008. Probably a decent amount of CGI, but there's a lot of CGI in the second movie as well. And the first one, technically. But wow, the first movie ages really well, in my opinion. The third one has practically nothing to do with the other two. But what does it really need to do with the other two exactly, right? It's just like the second movie was just Emotep returning again. And now he has a girlfriend, right? Well, Emotep basically kind of gives up on even being alive because he gets betrayed by his love, so he just, I mean, yeah. There's no reason to really bring him back. His story is kind of closed. I guess they could have had the third movie make an Ox and a Moon, the new Mummy, whatever, but I think it's perfectly fine to have the third movie be like, you know, narratively disconnected from the first two. You can have Rick and Evelyn and their son go through new adventures, just have a new mummy, etc. Emotep, yeah, he became very emo. But man, it's such a bummer because the second movie has a great cast, great sets, great acting. It's really fun, but when you watch it when you're older, you realize that it's like very cluttered. But I would recommend it. I don't think you get action blockbuster movies like that quite anymore, where it feels very adventure comic booky, unless we look at actual comic book movies, right? I like the first Resident Evil movie a lot as a movie. And then I kind of like the second one, but it feels like it's trying to be Paul W.S. Anderson, but it's not Paul W.S. Anderson, so it's not as good. And that kind of is distracting. And then the rest of the movies, they're like okay, but they become more slop as they go on. And I guess it just gets annoying as you keep going. But I feel like they are good party movies to just watch. They're just so sloppy. I never watched it. I wouldn't watch a Monster Hunter movie. I just thought it was weird to have him direct one, and I don't really care about Monster Hunter. Like, I like playing it as a multiplayer game. Like, I'll play with friends, but I'm not overly interested in the world of Monster Hunter or, you know, its lore and characters. I'm not really into it much. I just kind of like it from a mechanical standpoint, I suppose. But, it's been a while since I played Rise. We were, I kind of miss when we did that. We haven't done a game night in a while, but there was a period of time where Monster Hunter was our game that we would gather around for and play. I don't watch stuff that would diminish my enjoyment of something precious to me. Fair. To me, it depends on my mood. Sometimes I'll avoid something that I think can tarnish something, and then other times I'll be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna see what the Friday the 13th sequels are like. I'm gonna see what the Nightmare on Elm Street sequels are like. And then I watch them and I'm like, oh, this is actually really entertaining. Does it kind of tarnish the original? Yes, but I can separate things pretty well when I actually want to. Like, I regret watching Matrix 2. I really regret it because it sucks. It's really not that great. But I can go back and watch Matrix 1 and enjoy it just as much. In fact, I rewatched that recently. Can we watch the original Wesker VA read the George Romero Resident Evil? Also, thank you for the sub. I also wanted to thank you for the sub earlier whenever I was on the Start and Soon screen from before. Thank you so much for that. Sorry to be late to it. About to go to bed. Wanted to say hi. Oh, no problem. I know it's kind of late. Let me scroll back up. I don't know. Read in the entire script? I mean, I guess that's something. I guess we could at some point. I haven't really considered it. Also, hi, King. But, yeah, sorry, I've been getting, a little bit slacking on streaming. I really want to get back to a point where I feel like I'm streaming every day, because that's how I like it. But, I guess I've been, still emotionally burnt out. Not in a bad way. I feel like pretty normal. I feel kind of peppy. Sometimes I get fidgety and feel like I'm supposed to be doing something or I need something. I guess it's just, it might be because of the diet, and ADHD, makes me want chemicals in my body. And I've been on the diet for 2 days now, and it doesn't sound like much, but when you're this low calorie diet, it gets really boring and old quickly. I did the math for what my diet is, and y'all gonna mansplain that I'm doing something bad, but it's a diet that's under 1 cal a day. Don't mansplain to me. It's not a big deal. There's nothing wrong with starving to death. It's fine. Actually, I'm small enough to where I don't really need that much food, to be honest. And I've done it a long time ago as well. Back in the day, I would eat very, very little, only for a period of time. Like, for the most part of my life, I usually eat, like, what I want. Like, I don't overeat. I'm not 8,000 pounds or anything like that, but I used to just eat, you know, freely. I wasn't overly worried much. But then I had this period where I hyper-dieted, and I would eat, like, a oatmeal cookie, and then I would eat maybe a half of a sub. It was like a 4-inch sub, if even. It's like really small. And then I would maybe eat a boiled egg. And sometimes, like, I would swap one of those out with something else. And there was like this TV dinner that I would get that was thank you for the follow. There's a TV dinner that I would get that was like just a really low portion. It was like broccoli and beef and rice, but it was like 120 cal. It was like really, really small. It was actually pretty good. And I was able to like be pretty disciplined about that for a while. Unfortunately, if you're not exercising while hyper dieting, you can only accomplish so much. But I get so lazy about exercising. Ugh. But when I moved, I just went back to like having fun eating, and you just gain weight really easily unless you're like hyper dieting, or unless you have like blessed genetics. Some people, they can eat like basically 5,000 pounds of food and I just don't gain anything. The blessed genes. Although that sucks for some people who want to bulk and get bigger. They struggle because of that. Today I was wary of it, but I tried the protein shake I was telling you guys about. I finally got to the strawberry, and it tasted gross. I mean, I knew it was gonna. It's basically artificial strawberry flavor and, like, protein powder mixed into it, so it's really, like, ugh. But, part of the diet mentality is that you have to teach yourself and this is good in general, I think. It's good not just for like hyper crazy girl diets, but in general is you teach yourself that food is meant to be nourishment. It's not meant to be for fun. You're not supposed to eat because you're bored and because you want to have fun. You eat what you need to eat because you need to eat, kind of like that. And then I have a girl vitamin that I take that has kind of like a bunch of vitamins in one. I might like look into getting more of them just to make sure that I'm getting everything I need in my body. You can't eat me. If you eat me, it's not gonna taste good. Also, my throat might already be doing a little bit better because I haven't been eating as much bad food anymore. So it would be kind of cool if I stick with this diet, which I'm planning to. It might get to a point where I cure my cough, kind of. But you know what? Speaking of mansplaining, I've been very happy lately. So, oh no, what the hell? What is this? This is like a... What the hell is this? There's some weird sludge underneath my water bottle. What? Some melted candy or something. It doesn't have a scent. What is this? Should I lick it? I don't want to. I don't trust it. Oh, what? What is that? What was I talking about? Oh, I'll be right back. I got it. What the hell is this? It's pink. It's got to be some kind of candy. What have I haven't eaten anything that looks like this. How does it not have a scent? If it's fucking candy, it should have a scent. I returned. The last time I had weird pink goo like that I couldn't explain, it was in my CRTV back at home that had a DVD player built into it. And I remember one time going inside and there was like pink like goo in there, and I did not, because I'm not like, I was like old enough to not like put candy and shit like that, right? So there was something with it, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? Same thing though. I can't think of what I would have gotten into that would do that. But anyway, I was talking about mansplaining. I want to say my dream, my whole life, because I've been a Resident Evil autist for a really, really long time. Of all the autism things that I do and talk about, the one that I can get in the most in-depth about is obviously Resident Evil. The quality of my discussion skills is a lot better when it comes to that IP compared to anything else. And it's been going for a really long time, probably 13 years, if not more, right? So I've been around for a long time. And I've always been passionate about it, but no one used to care. Now, it's probably temporary, but now I've been woman-splaining my opinions on Resident Evil or facts about Resident Evil, and people have finally been listening to me. I just want a woman-splain Resident Evil, and then have men try to mansplain to me, and then I woman-splain back. It's been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. I'm glad this post took off because it's just really frustrating how discussion is very muddy when it comes to Resident Evil 1, where if you say director's cut, people assume you mean the bad music version. It's not the bad music version, it's director's cut DualShock. There's a fucking difference. But a lot of people just don't understand there's nuance to it. Why didn't we just like call it DualShock version? Like Like, why did we specify director's cut is the bad one? Like, there's 2 of them. Why didn't we as a culture just say DualShock? I want to change that. That's my life goal. That's the most serious thing in the world that's happening right now. Also, I see the ad break coming. It's doing a countdown. If you want to keep talking to me, you're going to have to sub. Otherwise, you're going to be advertised to. And I have no idea what it's going to be. It's going to be based on whatever you've been talking about, and your mic's listening to you. Your mic's listening to you. So what are you talking about? You're about to get an ad for that right now. All right. That's about 90% of everybody's gone now. Now it's just us, you guys, the special chosen ones. Thank you. Thank you for subbing to little old me. You must really like me. Thoughts on the Netflix series? Offensive. I gave it a chance because I thought it might be decent, like, zombie content. But, it was just genuinely bad. And again, I like Paul W. Anderson's Resident Evil movie. I am completely able to like something that is a bastardization of the IP, as long as it's an entertaining flick with a style, you know? But the Netflix one, it just felt so, like, Zoomer targeted and mediocre and just not really any kind of content that I would want. Oh my god, the ad is like 3 minutes. Has it always been that long? I feel bad, like there's something, like I have to intervene. The last time we streamed, I went through my settings and I thought that I found the best, like, balance. I thought we made it to where, I'm so confused, I don't understand. I thought we made it to where there would be one ad every single hour and it would be 1 minute, something like that. Why is it's an entire ad break and it played automatically, so it's automatic, not manually induced. Ads automatically scheduled, enable to have ad manager automatically schedule video ads on your channel. I don't know what that means. Manual, automatic, whatever. Will it only do it that one time? Or is that going to be how every single... I have to? Wait. Is that like a rule? Like I have no say? I also remember the last time that we were dealing with the ads on stream, we had done adjustments while we were live, and I was getting the Siri bot that was telling me when the ad was about to play, when it was about to end, and at first it was fucked up because we accidentally had it every 30 minutes, so it was really, really excessive. Also, hi, Pie Man. For me, the ad break is 1.5 minutes. If you don't, it does pre-roll ads too. But I do have it do 3 minutes every... Wait, maybe I don't. Hold on. Run a 3-minute ad break every 60 seconds. Wait. Oh. Run a 1-minute ad every 20 minutes. Okay. Whatever, I'll just stick with this. Fine, whatever. So I saw George Romero wrote an RE1 based movie, but it got denied for being too scary because he and his assistant played RE1 over and over. It is now available to read or have read to you by the original voice actor. I can't say that I'm, like, looking forward to it exactly, because I already know that he made random ass changes for no reason as well. I think that's kind of dumb. Like, oh, I wrote the script for a movie, and then somebody read it and was like too spooked to make it a movie. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand that, and I don't believe that. I feel like that sounds silly. That sounds silly. The Romero script is bad. I can believe it. Because, I mean, nobody wants to make a Resident Evil movie that is actually, like, a fan of the IP properly, right? And that goes for Romero as well. Like, I'm sure that he wants to make his movie. He wants to do what he wants to do. And he'll use a bit of Resident Evil, but you know what I mean? I don't mean to talk shit, but that's just how it be. Thoughts of the new game, I'm still playing through it. I had to order it on PS5 because my PC just isn't good enough to run a AAA game and VTube Studio, and I got an estimation that said that it's gonna arrive at the end of the month, but that could just be like a loose estimate. Also, hi Gallant, hi. Completed it twice. So far, I've been liking it. But my room is all clean. I still have a bit of work to do though. Not in my room, but around the house. But I was able to finally take photos and a video tour of my room. Also, it doesn't matter if John Romero directs it. It's like, it's the same sort of deal. Almost all Resident Evil adaptations hate the source material and want to do whatever the hell they want. But I mean, we could have gotten an interesting zombie flick, but just don't expect a John Romero Resident Evil movie to be faithful. Just expect maybe possibly interesting zombie movie. But hold on, this is my room. This is the whole tour. This is where the magic happens. Unfortunately, it must be some technical thing. I noticed that, like, as the camera moves around, it's kind of, the detail is all blurry. Maybe it's because just that's a cell phone quality or something like that. But, this is a pretty decently sized room. It has a lot of angles, and I would like to eventually install, like, wall shelves, but there's not a lot of room to do it because if you see over here, it's a slanted ceiling. What I would like to do though is I want to put more posters to have it filled up, like Milchan over here. But when I was growing up, most of my life I was actually in a very small room. It was like a very small box, and I was not able to really display much. There would be periods through my life where my parents would help me decorate my room, but I was too young to appreciate it. I was like more depressed as a kid than I am as an adult, which is kind of fucked, but it is what it is. And when I started like collecting more games and stuff as I would get older and older, I didn't have any room to display them, so I had to shove them in a cubby, and if I wanted to get in my cubby, I would have to like pull out everything from the front in the cubby, pull out everything from the middle just to get something like in the back, you know? So it was kind of not fun. And when I moved here, I had to leave so many things in boxes until I could get like that custom shelf built, because we had family that knows how to build stuff like that. And because it's so big and like tall and heavy, you have to make sure it's secured against the wall, otherwise it just falls over. And that shelf right next to it, the Trigun shelf that it's about to go to, that we had to have custom made too. Some miscalculations though, not to this shelf, but another one, couldn't fit a lot of my books the way I wanted to. Also, thank you so much. I used to have less plushes on the bed because I put a bunch of stuff away to try to have the autumn theme come through, but I brought out all the Yoshis and Crocananas again because I miss them, so that's why it's so full. Trivia about that cup of Dunkin' Donuts, that is like probably 8 months old. I forgot to throw it away before I took a photo. So just know that's girl rot in there. And then there's my micronautical section because my room's already, you know, committed to being autumn themed. But if I hadn't done autumn themed, I would have done nautical. And then those are some of my game stuff. I have my Wii somewhere else. But I got my husband hotel shrine that's kind of like in the works. And then I got my Devilman shelf. Got Death Note there. Kuroshitsuji, and then my Soul Eater hardcovers, and then I got a few soft covers of Soul Eater because the cover art of the original Soul Eater covers is a lot better, and turns out that they're not included in the hardcovers. Like, I thought that they would at least be a page inside the hardcovers, but no, they just don't bother including it. It wouldn't have been hard to do it, but they just don't care, I guess. And then I got all my, like, this is a bunch of shit. This is, like, vinyls, the things that are jutting out as vinyls. Behind the Tomie book is my Tokyo Marui Airsoft Resident Evil 1 remake Beretta. I kind of want to put up a glass display somewhere so I can, like a proper like gun glass display, so I can kind of put it in there and then have it actually be visible, because that's really cool, and it sucks having it tucked away, but I just don't have a lot of room. But these shelves, the one in the middle is really old, and I think it's made with, do you call it plywood? What do you call it? Particle board, I think. So if you look really closely, you can kind of see that it's bending. It's not, like, overly good quality wood. Need to fix that at some point, but only so much you can do. But the white shelf on the right was more newly made, and it's a lot more stable. It's also fresher, but I don't think it's going to bend as much. But a lot of this stuff is art books, just mainly art books for games, and some anime. And then I got some big boxes, like I have Phantasmagoria there, and then I have System Shock 2. Oh, speaking of the, what do you call it? The enhanced edition of System Shock 2 arrived that Night Dive did, but I'm probably not going to display it in my room. It's going to probably go in Mina's room. And then I have, let's see what else we got. I got my cat bed for my dead Totodile. Isn't it nice? And then a lot of my figures are literally like, hold on, Darkstalkers. I've had so many figures come and go from this shelf, and in the end, it's just like a Darkstalkers. I have like, how many? I have 2 Morgans, 2 Liliths, 2 Shenkos. Why is it always 2s? And then I'm gonna have a Boletta soon. I'm not interested in Felicia. 2 Vampirellas. Oh wait, yeah, 2 Vampirellas. And then I got the Illblade Eriko Christie figure there. Snorlax Beanbag. I've never talked about it having a Snorlax. I don't like Snorlax. And then I had 2 Eustace Kid figures, but I put one away, and as I was putting it away, the peg broke. So now I have to sell that figure for like way cheaper than I intended. But that book of Vampirella at the bottom left, that shit is like, it's like posters, I think. But I have it sealed. I've never taken it out. And it's such an odd-shaped book, I can't ever, like, fit it in. So it's stuck there. And there's my Feitan Shrine. And then I got a few Monster High dolls. And then I just have, like, various books. I have, like, my submarine books there in the bottom left. I'm actually running out of room for books, and that makes me sad because I don't collect new games as much anymore, or figures as much anymore. What I'm typically most likely to get is books. And then I have all my CDs there. And then if you see, you can see like the cut in my wall where they had to like take a hole out so they can get to my shower and fix things up. But I have more figures. That Periston just arrived, and he was huge. I thought he was going to be like a small figure. I thought he was going to be like my Kurapika figure, but he's fucking ginormous. But a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Up there. And then I got my Shino, like, print. Like, I think it's like a cell replica. I don't think it's like from the actual, like, anime. I think they made a duplicate and then sold it. Yeah, I love Shino. Shino's my boy. And then I got, that pink book down there. It's cool. It's the alcohol recipe book that they did for Valhalla. There's one for Husband Hotel actually that they're doing. I kind of want to get it, not because I actually drink alcohol, but because I just like books. I think that books are pretty, and I think that, like, oh look, it's instructions on making a Husband Hotel drink. It's inspired by Fox, and it's got blue. Like, I think stuff like that's kind of cute. But I have like these fan-made plastic cases for N64 games because I don't like having N64s just cartridges just sitting around. And then yeah, all my games, it's kind of hard to make them out because it's a video that's making everything blurry. The one downside to my room, I think a lot of other collectors' rooms look better because they don't have to Tetris as much. Making, like, you see how, like, you have the games that are sitting up vertically, and then you have some games that are set on top of the vertical games horizontally. I do that because I just don't have room to do it more cleanly. And unfortunately, I feel like it makes things look a little bit more tacky and storagey than I would prefer. Also, having all of this, all these tiny figurines covering, it makes it, like, look a little bit too cluttered, but I like my Yoshi plushes and my little bunny, and I like my little Cthulhu Chan over there. So I gotta do that. Forgot Mega Man was up there. And then I got my Crocodananas up here. And up here is all my, like, Blu-rays and DVDs. And then there's where the magic happens. That's where I am right now. Look, do you see my print? And I had to be careful because I didn't want you to see me in the reflection. Because you're probably looking, oh my god, we're gonna see her, she's gonna accidentally dox herself. Nah, I'm too smart for that. You'll see what I do when I'm about to get in view of it. I just, like, look down. Fuck you, I'm gonna look down. Alright, there's my precious Trigun. I had the Trigun shelf built before they announced Trigun hardcovers. I just started collecting the normal Trigun manga and whatever Trigun stuff I could get at the time, including the laser discs at the top, because it's just, the packaging so cool. It's, like, huge and thick, kind of like vinyl packaging. But I knew that they would eventually do hardcovers, because Trigun is owned by Dark Horse, I believe. And when they announced that they were going to work on a new anime, before we knew what the anime was going to be like, knowing that a new anime was on the way meant that they were going to completely reprint Trigun. I knew they were going to do it. So I wanted a shelf made so I could have everything out on display. And then I got my Hellson as well. But there was a little bit of a miscalculation for this. I wanted the Trigun books to be vertically up. I didn't want them on their side like this, but had to do what I had to do. So unfortunately, I had to have one Trigun volume not be on the same shelf. I probably should put it on top of the damn crocodile book. And then I believe that's my mushroom book underneath my sexy ghost figure. Also, hi everybody, I'm just, like, on a tangent now. The newest Vampirella figures? Who's making them? Oh, there's my Milk-chan shelf. I just like Milk-chan, like, a lot. But I haven't watched the show in a really long time. Alright, so it's not just Trigun, also. It's, at the top is Satanophany. And as it goes down, more Trigun. There's various prints of the manga. I have the Japanese version as well, and then there's the DVDs for the original Trigun anime that I don't like because I prefer only the manga. And then at the very bottom is Dead Tube. And then there's my Halloween Crocodananas. And then there's my plushie Hell. So that poster of the map came with the PlayStation 3 Collector's Edition for the Resident Evil 1 Remake Remaster. It was physical only in Japan. But what's cool is that it came with an English option automatically. So I hung that up. And the Jill poster, I bought that like probably 6 years ago. So I do not remember the artist's handle, but you might recognize their art. But for the longest time, I just had a Vampirella poster up there. It was a Rock and Jelly Bean poster, because Rock and Jelly Bean designed a Vampirella figure. And with the figure came a poster of the flat illustration that the artist did. And I had that hung up for a really long time, but I put it away because I wanted to put like a print up there instead. Unfortunately, I accidentally ripped the poster while trying to take it off. At first, it was going to be a Vox print, but I overcame my mental illness and decided to do Resident Evil because it would just look nicer. Because, like, my room's already, like, got so much neon on the bed. I didn't want neon on the wall, too. And if you look really quick, let me rewind. Most of my posters have been video game related. Like, that poster was from an Etsy artist, but I bought it so long ago, I don't know the source, but it's over there on the left. And it's like all Resident Evil items, like first aid spray, an herb, a knife, the ink ribbon, etc., etc. I thought that was so cool. Like, it's like kind of niche, you know? Like, typically people want, like, art of, like, the characters. So it was cool seeing an artist do an art of, like, what would you call it? Assets, resources, or something. So I'm like, and then I got a Shenko poster, and then I got Vampirella. And then I'm like, I want like a nice, cool, minimalist poster. So I put up that jail instead of the box. But there's like 5,000 crocodile plushes there. It's like, and you can't even see so much stuff because it's covered by like other things. And then my corkboard is kind of a mess because I don't really fuck with that stuff much. I don't buy keychains or pins anymore. And then here's my like DC comics and kind of Halloween and horror themed figures, except I have the 2 Pop Wonderland figures on the bottom right. It's a Red Riding Hood and Alice. And then I have that Gelatina and Noctilka is from I think it's Yasushi Nirasawa, right? It's been a while since I've said his name. But I love Gelatina. And I have a Gelatina statue actually right there. See the red lady? Look at the middle and then a little bit to the left. She is like really sexy. Oh yeah, actually her scythe broke recently. I knew I recently broke something, but I couldn't remember what it was. But when I get a little bit too clumsy, when I'm cleaning and dusting, if I'm not careful, I can break things. Oh, I have my little raptor on top of that red box. It's like for sound or something. And those are my batteries. And I got a bunch of Tamagotchis because I think they're just cute packaging. And there, yeah. Look, you get one glimpse of my legs. Enjoy it. But that's my room. Oh, and there's all my Monster Highs and Kiki popping. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that I guess I had bumped into some of my Monster Highs, so some of them are facing in different directions. But that is my room. It is now clean. I've detail cleaned it before, but typically it just gets messy. Once I start like letting my clothes pile up on my bed, like because I don't want to fold them and put them away, then I start getting discouraged from bothering, and then I just let things get worse and worse. But I'm gonna try to keep on top of things a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. When I moved here, I just had a lot of fun and took pride in decorating my room the way I wanted to. And it was like a slow process. This took a lot of years of collecting. I mean, I've been collecting since I was a kid, you know? Which is why I have so much. I just don't throw things away, typically. And I would just get, like, Halloween lights, and I would get, like, a Halloween pumpkin to put on the counter and stuff like that. And then it got to a point where my room was basically done. This is kind of like how it usually stays. Just sometimes I'll put a figure away and then I'll replace it with a different one. Yeah, for the most part, I don't really physically collect that much. Typically, like sometimes I'll cave in and I'll get another plushie, but as you can see, there's a reason why I don't want any more, because I have too many. My bed is already all covered, but it's that girl illness. I love plushes. They're so cute. But I'd rather have figures. But the thing I like the most is games and then art books. I gotta install wall shelves, then I can put the books there or something. I don't know. I did cave in and I ordered one more retro physical game. It was like The last one that I kind of wanted and just never got around to getting it, I think I assumed it would be too expensive, and so I just didn't bother. I looked into it, and I'm like, wait, this is really affordable. But I finally ordered the PlayStation 1 Devilman game, but it's the Japanese version. Mostly just getting it for, like, collector's value. I don't have a Japanese PS1. I only have... Actually, I don't have a Japanese PS2. I have a European PS2. But, yeah, I just really wanted it because I've watched gameplay of it, and I do plan to stream it, but I really like how the Devilman PS1 game looks. But one of the last retro games that I got, there was two last ones I remember getting. It was... Vampire Hunter D for PlayStation 1, and then Drakengard. Oh, Sleepsy, hi! Thank you so much for the raid. I just got finished showing everybody a tour of my room, but I can show the new people as well. I'm a disgusting consumer, and I mentioned it on Twitter, but I scheduled this to post yesterday, and then after I scheduled it to post, because I posted it yesterday, and it automatically posted today, but after I scheduled it, I saw a post of a woman making fun of, like a relatively, what's the term? Relatively, it starts with an M, minimalist room. It was a minimalist room that maybe had a shelf or two of games and some figures, right? And she was basically insulting them and being like, yeah, like, you're like a grown adult man who's engaged and you know, have bills and all this, and you have a room that looks like a 12-year-old DeviantArt person or something, right? And when I saw that, I'm like, wait, like, and then somebody responded to it and showed their room, and she's like, yeah, this is fucking immature, and I'm just thinking, like, really? Like, these are like really moderate and tame minimalist rooms, and normally I don't feel ashamed about myself, but I think for the first time I felt like a little embarrassed because, I mean, look at my room. It's like cluttered with toys and bullshit, and my room looks like it belongs to a teenager, and I'm very much not a teenager. I'm very old, and you know, I'm only getting older, right? Like, how am I gonna feel when I'm 55 and this is what my room looks like? Like, but the thing is, even let's say I threw everything away, right? Let's say I threw everything away, went super minimalist, and it looks like an adult's room, right? Let's say I did that. I know that I'm still gonna be playing video games and watching anime. Like, when your brain is wired a certain way, like, you're not gonna just like, you know what, I don't care about video games, I think I'm just gonna go take up knitting or scuba diving. It's just that's not in the cards for me. And also, nobody fucking likes me anyway, right? Like, anybody who would hate my loser otaku room, they wouldn't like me if I had a minimalist room, because they would just think I'm autistic and don't have anything in common with them. So I don't know why I bother feeling like a little bit ashamed. Like, but I'll say, like, if anybody wants to be elitist and be like, oh, this is a loser otaku thing, I'm like, okay, I get it. You're kind of like a normie, cool person, fine. Like, I respect the hate, I guess. But that's kind of like mentally where I am at the moment. But as I always say, I took up collecting in my youth. It was kind of like just something I had to keep me happy. Hoarding, addiction. It was for the dopamine kind of stuff. But in hindsight, you know, while it made me feel good in the moment, I do regret it. You know, I regret getting into figures and stuff like that. If I could go back, I would have it to where I never got into anime collecting, at least to this extent. Like, maybe get in 10 figures and that's it. But I wish that I just focused on collecting physical games and art books and just didn't bother as much with figures and plushes. Maybe not get into plushes. But that's mentally where I am. But I'm glad that most people seem to like my room. And also, I usually don't have my lights on because I have anxiety about like the bulbs burning out. So I usually just only turn them on for special occasions. But when you have the lights off and you have them on, it's so much fun. Like glowing lights is just really, really entertaining. Also, I apologize, Sleepsy. I hope that you had a good stream. If you guys have to head out, I totally understand. But for anybody who doesn't know me, I am PumpkinSynth. At the moment, I am in my Sailor Synth form. I'm a saltwater crocodile girl. And then my alternate form is a military velociraptor girl. But my main form, which is what the channel's named after, is PumpkinSynth. She's a Halloween ghost girl, and then my other form is an Eldritch ghost girl. But they're kind of the same character, just one set is Moe and Reptile, and the other set is not Moe and not Reptile. That's kind of it. It's kind of like confusing Brandon, but you get the point. Yeah, no problem. Go eat. Also, speaking of eat, Mame recommended me more of these like diet packs. They're like Korean, just like the other set, but it's like fruit jellies. I'll show you what they look like. Where did I post it? I think it's in general chat in the Discord. By the way, if you want to join the Discord, !Discord. Okay, so I'll show you my food, my diet, and then I'll show you the new thing that I'm going to be getting along with it. Because, I mean, I need, like, fruit or something. Otherwise, I'll, like, cry. I basically need it for the sugar. But these are what I'm eating. And, I mean, oh, also, hi. And also, hi, every new person. These taste, they're substance. Don't eat them for enjoyment. And then I'm getting these. I went and ordered these. Unfortunately, I don't know how many comes in a pack, but I was told, Mina guessed that they might be like those jellies that you get at the bottom of boba teas, like the fruit drink boba teas, where it's not boba, but it has like the jellies. You know what I'm talking about? How many comes with this? 8-pack. Okay. So I basically need to order 2 if I want to have one every single day. I'll get around to that at some point. But they look really good to me, so I'm like really, really excited. And super low cal. Yeah. Or sometimes they're in the shapes of like hearts or stars. Oh, also hi Mew. Hello, thank you for the raid. How are you guys doing? For anybody who doesn't know me, hi, I'm PumpkinSynth. I am, at the moment, in my Sailor Synth form, a saltwater crocodile girl. I like water autism games. But my main form is a Halloween ghost girl. And I've been just showing everybody my room. And I remember growing up on the internet, right? If you called yourself an otaku, people would always go, actually, don't you know that's a bad thing? You shouldn't call yourself an otaku, but I feel like I am an otaku. I feel like I'm clearly one, right? I don't know what else you call this. Oh, there's my Miku collection down there. Am I winning? Well, I have a immature room, so I don't know if I'm really winning or not. Wasn't there a recall on that? I don't know. Maybe I'll just die, I guess. Die? Get it? Die it? Oh, there's the... Whoa. Did you guys know? Look at that down there. Down there on the bottom right. They recently re-released the Ghost in the Shell manga, hardcover, I believe. Uncensored, so it has the lesbian yacht orgy. So if you want to get Ghost in the Shell, as it was meant to be, it's on Amazon. Just look up Ghost in the Shell manga, Amazon. Highly recommend. I also have some of my acrylic stands. And I have the main one, too. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. One bad news. So, I, didn't keep track of some of the pre-orders I would make over the years. I just trusted that things would actually arrive as they're supposed to, right? And then, I don't know, something activated in me. I guess as I was making the video of my room and taking photos, I remember going, wait a second. I ordered a Monster High Xenomorph doll. I remember being really excited for that. Where is it? Did it ship? And then I looked, and it turns out everybody has theirs. So I was scrambling. That's the reason why I had to delay the community night in the Discord for a while, is I'm scrambling trying to find out where the fuck my order is. I could not find any evidence that I ever ordered it. It was the weirdest thing. I got into my Mattel account. I didn't see anything. I went into my main email, my business email. I couldn't find it. I searched every keyword. I even scrolled through every email to get roughly around the month I ordered it. Just nothing. Like, I never ordered it. And then I was told, wait, check your bank. And I'm like, okay. Oh my god, there it is. So I did order it. But there's no email evidence of it, and there's no, like, what do you call it, order number for me to go to Mattel, the company that owns Monster High, to dispute it. So I had to dispute it through my bank. And I felt like something seemed familiar about this. It's happened before. So, a while back, I ordered 3 Monster High dolls from Mattel directly. It was Wednesday dolls. It was Wednesday in her classic outfit, Wednesday in her iconic, like, dance party outfit, and then Enid. And I remember they arrived, except only 2 of them arrived. The dance party Wednesday never arrived, ever. But my order was marked as completely complete. And then I had to contact Mattel, and, you know, it was like a month later, so I had to contact Mattel and be like, hey, you charged me for 3 dolls and you only sent me 2. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, we don't have any more of that doll we didn't send you. I guess we'll have to send you a refund. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, I think. So that's 2 times in a row that Mattel just didn't send me my doll. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I have never dealt with anything like that from an official storefront, you know. And that's really unfortunate. And in general, I have bad luck with Monster High. The last time I had, like the last time, like before the Wednesday issue, it wasn't Mattel's fault. It was actually God's fault, because the Hocus Pocus dolls went up for pre-order, or they were gonna go for pre-order in sometime in October, right? Then I got hit by a flood and hurricane, and it knocked my internet for a month. When I came back, all the orders were over. I never had a chance to be able to order them, so I ended up going to a scalper. But I love Hocus Pocus so much that it was kind of essential. The scalper wasn't that bad. It was just a little bit more expensive than it initially was, but I was very unhappy about that. But the Xenomorph one, if you want it, when it came out, it was 85 bucks, right? 95 after shipping. If you go and try to get it on eBay, it is 200 for a bid. For a bid. So I'm thinking, well, Alien's my favorite movie of all time, and they made a female Xenomorph sexy doll. No, I'm not gonna do it. I just don't care. I'm just gonna use this as a wake-up call to be like, you know what, good. It's a good thing I didn't get another heap of plastic to dust. Fuck it. But now I have to hope that my bank is able to get me my refunds. It's just a little bit awkward. Hello, I would like a refund. Yeah, I'd like to do a dispute with this company. Yeah, they didn't send it. And then I have to worry that they might try to argue it or something. But I think sometimes when a company's big enough, if the order is, like, small like this, they'll just, like, do it. They'll just... Fine, here's your money back, you know what I mean? But I'm telling the truth, I'm not trying to scam or anything. But that's just really disappointing, and I'm glad that I caught it, because I ordered it, or yeah, I literally ordered it October. It's fucking March now. This whole time, I guess I was just waiting for them, because, you know, sometimes when you pre-order something, you pre-order it, and then it releases 5 months later, a year later, sometimes 2 years later if it's through limited run games. But I forgot Monster High pre-orders, typically from what I experienced, when you pre-order, they release not too long after, the pre-orders. But, yeah. But just really disappointing, and I really don't recommend working with Mattel. What sucks also is I think it might have also been on Amazon, but don't quote me on that. I just assumed the safest thing to do was to order officially. Why did I not learn my lesson? I must have just forgotten what happened with the Wednesday thing and decided to order through the Mattel's website, because sometimes Mattel does not put their dolls on Amazon. Sometimes it's exclusive through Mattel's website, so I must have just assumed and hopped on it as quickly as I can, but fuck it. But you know what? If they had done that with like an Alex DeLarge figure, because sometimes, you know, like companies like to make gender bent versions of like dude characters for no reason, like Bishojo likes to do it. If they did that to like a Clockwork Orange Alex DeLarge, I'd be seething. I would go to the scalpers. I'd have to get it. One Digital Circus Plus, not Otaku. Ron, 2 of them. We have Pomni on the bed, and then we have Jax on the wall. So... why are you talking about V Shoujo? They've been dead for like a long time. Do you really think the worker drone burn room people are happier? They can be. It just depends on the person. But I don't think somebody's interests per se dictate the happiness level of somebody. It just depends on a lot of things. No, I said B Shoujo with a B. Where do I go into your room? Where's the Keen Zut space? I'll show you. There. See that blank space right there? You can go there. What do you think of that? No, you're fine. B and V sound really similar. But that is my room. And now it is clean, and now I am complete. Let me see. Oh, also, my friend Gurin, he commissioned an art for me. It was a surprise. I was like, oh my god. But he commissioned Nemcro to draw Sailor Synth. Wait, oh, there it is. I was about to say, where is it? I don't have things ordered from most recent, so I had to like scan my folder. But hold on, let me resize it. It's really big. I can keep a room clean for a bit, kinda. But look at how cute. It's my pigtail look. But I like that they did this side fringe thing. I'm not sure what you call those, but I like it. Hold on. I love it. I like how she draws eyes. And I like how she draws and renders hair. But isn't it so cute? And also, I got a not Sailor Synth art as well. This one's a little bit spicy, though. What do you think of that? Is that not cool? I like it because, like... Hold on. First, I wanted to say that the artist is... hold on. Ouch. I've never said the name. Ouch hit me? No, ouch. Ouchie hit me. It's ouchie hit me. But why I like this costume is, or this design, is that I'm called PumpkinSynth, but for the most part, I don't incorporate pumpkins in the design much. You know, I don't really have like pumpkin clothes or whatever. So it's like, oh, it's like super Halloween-y. I think it's cool. And then I had something else. Oh yeah. So I commissioned my friend for a model concept of the Skaden costume that Unks designed for me a long time ago. This is drawn by Goat13. It's just a sketch. I don't know if I'll turn it into a model per se. If it became a model, it would be all cleaned up, and then I would have a little revision here or two. But I thought it was kind of cool. Goat style is like minimalistic color. I wanted it to just be like that kind of fuchsia pink, and then white, and then black. I thought that would be really, really cool. So I thought that was sick. Let me go back and move over here. And then let me see. Anything else to talk about? Oh yeah, Pokopia is out. And I'm jealous. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to give in to temptation, because I gave into temptation, bought the new animal, or bought New Horizons again. And then I played it for a little bit and then shelved it and haven't looked back. And I'm like, you know what? What? I just gave in to like just a little urge. I shouldn't have done it, so I'm not going to bother. If I get Switch 2, I'm just going to wait for more libraries. And aside that, there's one thing that I feel kind of bad about. So every now and then, I mention how I do have issue whenever indie games take too much inspo from the things that they're inspired by and put it in their game, to where it feels like they're not doing enough to try to separate themselves from what they're mimicking, you know, where it comes across as more of a ripoff rather than its own thing. Because, like, for example, you know, classic survival horror, Resident Evil popularized the genre, right? It's where survival horror became a term. And it had its own inspirations as well, but Resident Evil is what really set it off. And a lot of games would sometimes be called Resident Evil clones, and they would mimic Resident Evil, but they would do their own thing. They would have something about them that would have them stand out. Like Silent Hill was inspired by Resident Evil, but would you really call Silent Hill just a Resident Evil clone? No, it's got its own aesthetic, its own vibe, its own systems, this and that. And then there's lots of other games. Kuon, Galarians, Martian Gothic Unification, Haunting Ground. Let me think. There's so many. Illbleed, but Illbleed's kind of like its own thing, different, very, very, very different. What else? I'm trying to think of all the survival horrors that are actually survival horror and not action horror. But it's hard to remember them on the top of my head. But you get the point, right? To where, like, what is Carrier? Carrier is, like, sci-fi horror. It's, like, on a spaceship or something like that. Martian Gothic Unification, I think it's in space as well. It's sci-fi. It doesn't, like, seem like it's just ripping off Resident Evil. Galarians is, like, creepy lab, but it has, like, angsty anime aesthetic. And it's just, they're different. They would have, like, there is, like, a mansion that like vaguely looks like the Resident Evil 1 mansion kind of, but you get what I'm saying. And I've been mentioning this for a while. Dino Crisis is another example. Dino Crisis is also by Capcom, same with like Haunting Ground. But Dino Crisis is literally, I mean, I want to say it's literally Resident Evil, but it has its own systems. It has its own way of playing, so it's still different technically. Yeah, so whenever something comes out and it's like, okay, we're making a Silent Hill inspired game, and we look like Silent Hill, and we sound like Silent Hill, and it's just kind of like, why don't you just pick one or the other? Like, you know what I mean? And I praise Conscript as an example, or Signalis. You know, Signalis is probably inspired by Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and lots of other stuff like Blame, I think Evangelion a little bit, etc. But if you look at Signalis, it kind of stands out as its own thing. You can kind of guess what its influences are, but it has its own aesthetic. It stands out as its own thing. It's respected as its own thing. It's not just a clone of a thing that people like because it's cloning the thing that they like. And then Conscript is literally every single Resident Evil combined, but its own aesthetic is World War I, trenches and bunkers, and pulled out isometric view, you know, to where it stands out as its own thing. It's not just a Resident Evil clone. And then you got like Crow Country, another big example, inspired by lots of survival horror. Some people seem to think that Illblade might have been like a huge main inspo for it, but it still stands out and feels like its own thing. And I feel like it's in the best interest for developers. I'm an armchair developer. Just ignore me. Like, you don't actually have to respect what I say. But in my opinion, as a consumer, is that I feel like it's better in the long run for your legacy, right? To try to make your game stand on its own, to stand aside what it's inspired by, not to stand in the shadow of what it's inspired by, right? So that's what I think is best. But I guess recently there's been a few Parasite Eve clones that have kind of like popped up. And there was one in particular, I do not remember what it's called, but I see a lot of people share similar sentiments as me because they were kind of lambasting it. They were all piling on it and being like, oh my fucking god, you gotta be original. You're literally just copying Parasite Eve down to everything. And yeah, the main character, she had like an open slit dress and she's wearing high heels and the HUD interface is exactly like Parasite. It's just like really, really too close. But I feel bad for the developer because it's like, it's like, you know, people say like, oh, you should be able to take criticisms. Like, it's really hard to take criticism when you are like a solo dev, or I assume solo dev or really small dev, and you're probably making maybe your first game and you're inspired by a thing and you're just kind of doing what you want to do, and then you have a bunch of people piling on and just insulting you and saying that it's, you know, and they even responded and they basically said like, yeah, I like Parasite Eve, so yeah, I am basically making Parasite Eve because it's the kind of game that I want to play. And, you know, I feel bad for them because they are a human being, right? We're a bunch of consumers and we have, like, our own opinions when it comes to nostalgia and nostalgia inspired things. So we can't help but say what we think. But unfortunately, it can be a little bit, like, heavy for a developer to have to deal with, you know. And I get the sentiment of, like, you know, I like Resident Evil, especially Resident Evil 2. I would love, or in Parasite Eve, I would love a game that's horror, that takes place in a night city. It has pre-rendered backgrounds, right? So, like, if somebody makes Resident Evil 2 clone or Parasite Eve clone, aren't they technically doing what I want? And it's like, yeah, but it just depends. Like, I feel like you just need to try to switch things around, right? Like, if you want to make a Resident Evil 2 clone, for example, have the character designs not look like Resident Evil. Have the setting and city feel different. Don't make it seem like it's literally just Raccoon City. Like, do Chicago or something like that. Have the soundtrack not be inspired by Terminator 2, for example. Have a different inspo for the vibe of soundtrack that you want to do. And even then, you know, you could still sometimes kind of pick up on vibes like, huh, this seems like inspired by Resident Evil 2. But you know what I'm saying? Try to find ways to differentiate your game. Or like, what I think Signalis was cool about, for example, is that, you know, it's like, it puts a little bit of Evangelion in there. Puts a little bit of Blame in there, you know? Like, pull from different sources for your inspo. I think you can come up with, like, really cool things. Imagine a game, like, imagine somebody wants to make a Parasite Eve clone, right? But imagine, I don't know, it's set in France, and it's set during some event, you know? And maybe it's a snow city, you know what I mean? Like, there's ways to rip off, but, like, scramble things around, and then add new things to kind of make it, like, stand out. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. There are so many indie games now. I don't mind clones. It's a celebration of my favorite games. Yeah. Like, the thing is that even if a game comes out and it's blatantly ripping off a game, right? It might actually be a good game. So play it, and you could just have, oh, hi, Psychic. Hello, thank you for the raid. I don't know why I started waving like you could see that. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to immersion break. How are you guys doing? For anybody who doesn't know me, hi, I am PumpkinSynth. At the moment, I am in my Sailor Synth form. I'm a saltwater crocodile girl. And then my alternate ego is a military raptor girl. And then my main form is PumpkinSynth, a Halloween ghost, and Pumpkin Anessa, an eldritch ghost. And we're basically talking about nostalgia and... Whoa! I just... Ume, hi! I was just introducing myself again. Ume, what do you think of my room? Ume, as a younger woman, what do you think of a old 50-year-old hag with a room like this? Oh, thank you for the follow. You would probably, like, try to get your sticky fingers all over my shit. But this is my room. I spent, like, 2 years living in filth, not cleaning it at all. Friends. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Want to make love to you in that room? Is that okay? That's okay. That's okay.
Names of a friend.
Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm gonna attack you. Yeah, what of it? Yeah, I don't have friends in real life. What of it? It is true, I don't have friends in real life. They always move. all the people I always meet are the damn baristas, and they always get other jobs. Both your controllers, what kind of control? Oh, you throw them. Yo, sometimes what I do is that I bite them. I bite them, and I have to be careful because I don't want to break my teeth. But the thing I like to damage is sometimes I like smash my keyboard if I'm pissed. The problem is that it's a metal keyboard, so it ends up hurting my hands. So I shouldn't do that. I don't do it often. I've gotten way calmer than before. Come to Offkai? No, I want to be anonymous forever. I don't want to meet anybody. And everybody hates me. I don't know what I would do, like, who are you? What VTuber are you? And I'd be like, I'm PumpkinSynth. And then they would show like they'd just scoff and be like, ew. You're awkward on Twitter. And I'd be like, yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Nostalgia and being inspired by nostalgia and making your games. But yeah, we have so many indie games that come out. There are plenty of indie games that will take inspiration from Silent Hill or Parasite Eve and not literally look like a clone that's copying every single aspect of them, right? So, I mean, we're good to go. It's okay if a game comes out and it doesn't appeal to us because there's so many that will, right? But my stance is that, like, if you want to make a game that's completely cloning Parasite Eve, I'll give you a chance. Maybe you'll be a fun game. I'll have a criticism about your game, but I'm sure I can enjoy it, right? And there's, what is it? There's, like, there's been a game or two that I've bought and that's literally, like, mimicking Resident Evil 1. Like, there's Alyssa. It's literally Resident Evil 1, but it's a Lolita doll instead. And then there's, House of Necrosis, I believe, which is also literally mimicking Resident Evil 1. I think the main character even looks like Jill. The gameplay of that, at least, is really different. I think it's like isometric dungeon crawler, roguelike. So that's kind of cool. Wish my room was like yours, but my bed takes up a lot of the room. I have no walls, too many windows and doors. What about wall shelves? Oh, wait, no wall space. Fuck. What? Your bed. Sleep on the floor. Yes, show me your room. I want more VTubers to show what their rooms look like. I think sometimes a VTuber will post the room here or there. But the new trend at the moment is like people will show in their room to the normie girl who is like making fun of like otaku rooms, and you know, the people that keep responding to her, it's funny because they'll be like, yeah, I'm a successful business owner, I'm a successful doctor, and this and that, and then they show their like moderate like otaku room that looks really aesthetic, really nice, minimalistic, and just like really nice. But they have a successful career to kind of back it up. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm a loser, and also I have a loser room, whatever. Oh, wait, so I'm not really sticking it to anybody, but I quote retweeted that as well, and then I posted still photos of my room, and I said, yeah, I get you. Anyway, here's my room. I want to engage with the engagement bait post. But, I ordered the PlayStation 1 Devilman game, and it's weird because I've watched a lot of gameplay of it before. It's based on the OVA, the Birth OVA, and what's weird is it's a survival horror at first, where you are in that wooden cabin, and you are trying to get around like this kind of like sexy spider demon for a bit, and then I fast forwarded at one point because I didn't want to spoil the entire game for myself. The second half is just action. It's just like you become Devilman, you're just killing everything. But I really want to I really want to play and experience the game for myself, and I'll do it on stream at some point. Got my PS2 working, by the way, but it's not working with my capture card, so I crashed out. Is your capture card broken, or is your PS2 broken? I never been able to stream from my PS2 directly because it started dying before stream, or dying before I became a VTuber, and then I gave up. I think what finally did it in is we got the memory card to be like an emulator. right? Like, we were physically emulating on my old PS2. And I tried... Actually, it wasn't even the emulator. I think I tried to play the physical disc for the second Gungrave game. Put it in, and it wouldn't fucking work because my disc reader is dying. And that was after doing a bunch of other fixes on the PS2, and that's when I gave up. Ever since then, I haven't booted up my consoles. My GameCube died. My childhood GameCube died. Dreamcast started dying. PS2 started dying. I can't take it anymore. It makes me too sad. It's just a ongoing losing battle when it comes to maintaining the physical consoles. Got a pink PSP. I got a hand-me-down PSP from a friend. It's like silver and old and really scratched up, but I liked it. It felt really good. And I have a broken Vita that I got scammed into getting from eBay, and then I have a good Vita that I played Valhalla on once, but I never finished it. I'm gonna finish Valhalla on stream, on the sexy site, because I use the sexy site for the visual novels. Time to play that 360. I stole that 360. I only use it for like Banjo-Kazooie. I got Banjo-Kazooie on it, digitally. But I also have physical Banjo-Kazooie in it, N64 as well. Do PSP Vitas play PSP games? I don't think if it's physical. But, digital works. If you buy things on the PSN, like some of them, like if you buy a PlayStation 1 game on the PSN, it should work on everything that support it. Should, like, I got some things that worked on PS3, and then it would also work on PSP, and then it would also work on Vita. Also, good night, Blue, and thank you so much for dropping by, and thank you very much for the substance from earlier. I will eat the delicious sludge food for my super ultra diet. Want to read visual novels? I really like the idea of visual novels, but I struggle to read in general because of like my own like mental like holdbacks. It really sucks. Like all the books I've always wanted to read, and I just can't make time for it. And when I try to read them, my brain starts defocusing against my will, no matter like what I do. So it just, my own brain discourages me all the time. Also, hi, Riot. Hi. The only visual novels that I've experienced are Sayana Uda, Valhalla, but there was something else. Corpse Party! The first Corpse Party is like part RPG Maker and visual novel, but if you want real visual novel, Book of Shadows. So really, I've barely dipped into them. I don't think that, I mean, I do intend to read more of them, but I don't think that I want to make it a high priority. I prefer gameplay mechanical kind of games too much. I want systems to engage with, and visual novels just don't engage me enough, or reading in general doesn't engage me enough, which sucks because it's like I miss out on a lot of content, but I think it's fine to be filtered. Not everything is meant for everybody. But Riot, what are you up to? How are you doing? Kira made me learn guitar, and it still makes me sad. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that. But oh my god, it is so hot in my house. Like, that's the curse, is that the trade-off to me having a bunch of like cool shit is that I have no air circulation in my room. So I have to have like this huge industrial fan laying on top of an Ami box, so it stops like moving around from being pushed by its own power. And it awkwardly covers my Trigun shelf that I was showing earlier. Like, normally there's like an ugly fan and big box on top of it, but I had to hide it away so I could take the photos and video. But I need that, and then sometimes I still need a desk fan, and it's not good enough. I still feel like I'm burning up here. I'm like so hot in this room all the time, and the only time that I'm not is like, I guess when it's like winter time and it's like really, really cold out, then it actually feels like bearable, but I'm like sweating so bad. It's like a curse, and there's nothing we can do about it, because that's just, it's where my room is, it's how the circulation is. The only thing that could work is if I put in a wall air conditioner or window air conditioner. The downside with those, though, is one of our rooms has that, and it sometimes gets bugs. They like find a way to crawl through, and that's scary to me. One time a wasp got in. I can't do that. I would probably die if I got stung by a wasp. Doing adult things like going outside and buying food. Also playing Fortnite. Okay, so some adult things and then some childish things. Playing Fortnite? Oh my god. When are you gonna get over that? I'm just joking. It's okay. Going to draw now for a commission. Ooh, what are you drawing? Or can you not tell me? I want a retro corner with lots of pillows and blankets, and I could put a CRT on a little table and like a tiny TV. Oh, get a cute one. Aren't there like, man, I think it's like a Hello Kitty Dreamcast, right? There's like really cute like special edition versions of consoles that'll be like that kind of shit. You'd love that. Hello Kitty CRT. That would be so cool. We need to hire someone to personally fan Pumpkin all day. You would do it for free. Lived with a whole wasp hive in my HVAC closet for like a year. Only noticed a few corpses, but maintenance denied me. Bro, that's terrifying. Should be on an episode of Infested. Code Veronica Dreamcast the best. You know, I don't remember if I ever got around to getting the Dreamcast. No, I do. I do have a copy of the Dreamcast, Code Veronica. But I don't know if I got the really cool version of it. Because a lot of this stuff I bought so long ago. And I haven't physically played it in my own time in a bit. So I don't really remember all that I have. I only remember what games that I got because of my backloggery. Sorry, I started looking at twitter.com, social media, grind. Can of what is that? I'm scared of wasps because my mom's allergic to them. And, well, she's allergic to, like, bees, wasps, etc. So she's the kind of person that if she gets stung, she can die. If she doesn't have, like, an EpiPen, which she usually doesn't, which is kind of crazy. So, I'm always scared of them. And then Mina is like, what are you scared of? Bees are nice. I'm like, bro, Mame literally got stung by a bee for no reason once. Should have posted a pic of all your pesticides in the Discord. Yeah, just start don't give any context though. Start posting pictures of poisons and stuff in the general and don't explain. And make people worried. 2K worth of pesticides based. First thing was from a bee. Don't trust their lies. Yeah, like it's a low chance, but it does happen. Poison posting. Always love doing the poison posting. But this game that I'm going to be playing is called Berry. Berry. B-E-R-R-Y. And then B-U-R-Y. And then B-E-R-R-Y. So it's like berry, fruit, and you're going to bury it as an action, and then bury the fruit again. So we're going to do that. It was recommended to me by Beryl, and I meant to start it up a while back, but just hadn't gotten around to it. I think I was like hyper fixated on different things. But sadly, we will not be able to get back to Resident Evil 9 until they stop being out of copies, which is surreal. Apparently, the game is doing insanely well. Like, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. My model's dead. Oh, is it? Oh, I had to install it. Oops. Oh, shit. I should have done that earlier. My bad. So, we're going to install the game now. There. Oh, there it is. Maybe I should turn my fan on like higher. Yeah, this is too much for me. I'm like struggling. What? Have to be careful though, because if the fan's too loud, then you can hear it. Well, you especially hear the fan if it's my desk fan, but it's too hard not to use it right now. Barry name. Wait, is that true? Or are you making that up to be cute? Is that actually true? Alright, so let me go ahead and resize this. This is gonna be sick, you guys. Oh my god, the file name is Berry. They're shit posting. Alright, now the question is, how loud is this gonna be? So we'll find out. Let's do it to 67, just in case. Every fucking game be having a Discord. My immersion. You can't hear it. That's not possible. Wait, you're lying to me. Or is it just really quiet? Hold on, what's happening? Can you hear, like, oh, Jesus, my mouse feels like shit. Oh my god. Oh, you can't hear my fan. Oh god. FOV, blah, blah, blah. Camera sensitivity. I like that shit cranes. What the hell? This still sucks. Okay, now this is more like it. Talking about my fan, though. Okay, good. Good. I have it on a higher power, so I feel a lot better. These are gnomes. Are there any gnome VTubers? Put a berry in the hole, pick up the coin, repeat until bedtime. I have no idea what this game's like. I don't know anything about it. I haven't watched any gameplay. How do you pick shit up? Oh, press E. Okay. Okay. Oh, seems simple enough. What the fuck's that? I don't like timers. What? It's a blueberry. Oh, you're supposed to press E. Wait, right? What the fuck is wrong with this stupid game? I pressed E. Do I pick up this coin? Oh, okay. I guess it's horror. Hi. Is this cool? Is it gonna be quota slot? Hello, I can't do anything. It doesn't let me pick anything up. Is that a bug zap? Oh, I just go through it. Go to bed and... Oh, bank your money. Okay. How's the audio for the game? Is it okay? Okay. Good job. Did you know you can hold down E to pick up coins easier? I guess so. Okay. Now it works. Is this like basically as engaging as a click holding game? Is like the whole game gonna be set here? Because I remember one game that I tried, it was like a bathroom toilet game. It had sort of like a retro kind of vibe to it. And it was a troll game to where you would just kind of like, try to, you would just interact with stuff, die, because that's not the right thing you're supposed to do, and then you would... It was just like trial and error, trial and error, and if you died, you would have to start all over. And I hated it. I don't have the patience for those kind of games. Ooh! Oh my fucking god! Okay, I guess I see the appeal of the game. Can I play music? I guess not. The way I described is being friends with Pumpkin is like, I basically compare, like, if you want to know what I'm like as a personality. Show you. Where are they? I don't think I ever saved it as a photo. I think I just, like, right-click and copied. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I think it's too loud. This music's actually music. That's kind of cool. Oh, wait. I know where it would have been. It was in our movie hangout. But if you want to know what I'm like, I'm basically... Oh my god. I'm basically too big for you to handle. I'm resizing it. I'm basically these two. If they had a baby, more or less. Just the downside is that anytime, like I remember I was recently doing it with my friends, I was like trying to assign them all Soul Eater characters. And a lot of them were easier to kind of place. Like, oh my god, this is literally him. This is literally you. And then every time it comes to me, for the most part, there's never a character that fits me exactly. Because I feel like I have, like, 2 different personalities depending. I mean, I think everybody has that to an extent. Like, you know, how you are with Group A is a little bit different than how you are with Group B. But I feel like, with me, it's a little bit more excessive and annoying. And it sucks because I want to have, what do you call that shit? Like a kin. Like a, what do Tumblr people call where this character is literally me and you can't be that character. Otherwise, I will get upset and do not interact with me or that kind of shit. What character are you? I don't know, actually. I'd have to think. Trying to assign Soul Eater to characters to all chat would be like kind of scary. Oh, Rohan. Why is a star guy up there? Do I have to actually read, Oh my god. I like that they bounce. That's pretty cool. And I buy the money. What do I do with the money? Like, I get money for what reason? To me, it's annoying. I want E to be picking things up and putting them down, but I guess I don't fucking get it. You press E to also pick up money, but why don't you make it to where right click picks berries up and puts them down, and then you have one button that's designated to picking up only the money? This is a bit more engaging than Click Golden. I watched somebody play Click Golden, and that was genuinely miserable. Get this timer shit out of my face. Rebinds? No. That would require me to do something. I like complaining. Ugh. Does the game ever do anything? I appreciate that I can go through things. I want a new room. Oh, well, what did I buy? Oh. So there is a point to this. Key to happiness. This is a Zoomer grinds game. What is this? What did I buy? I just clicked anything and then I instantly purchased it, I think. What do I do with that? Every berry put down the hole. Aw. Huh? What? Oh, okay, so I can get a star, maybe. Okay, I think that's what I bought. Get over here! Yeah. So this is what I've been reduced to, is these kind of games. Yeah. For anybody who's not familiar with me, normally I play retro games and more like gameplay mechanic games. Like my favorite stuff's survival horror. But over the years, over the last year and a half, I've kind of, I don't know, just been playing different kinds of games, trying to relax. But this isn't making me relax. This is making me angry. Ugh. Whatever. Get out of here. What are your eyes doing? I've seen textures do that before. I afford 14 bucks. Alright, I can't afford anything. Move the hole, will the hole, increase day length. Okay. Alright, so they, wait, what? Oh. So the thing we want to do, obviously, is that first. Then, yeah. No doubles type people in general, I don't get. Because, like, first off, if you're accepting the idea that you have the literal soul of whatever character, you're already subscribing to a multiverse series, so why would there be multiple versions of you bother you, though I kind of get it because it was just like I would not get along with myself. So if you, no, it's possessiveness. That's what that whole Tumblr thing is about. Is I am literally what, who do they like? Name a Doctor Who character? I don't know. What do Tumblr girls like? Okay, I got it. Okay, so the modern day equivalent would be I am Jax, like it'll be some chick and she'll be like, I am Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus. They love Jax so much that they partially kind of want to be him. They partially kind of like project themselves onto him and have him project onto them. It's kind of like it's like an ownership kind of thing. They'll try and spin it another way, but I don't believe that's how it really works. You can't actually be a cartoon character that was created by somebody. You can't be a cartoon character that was created by a chick online, you know? But that's what I think it is. Because I kind of get it. Like, I like certain characters so much that I'm like, man, you're so cool. I wish I could be you. That's what I think it is. And they don't want to share. They're like, no. He's my character. You can't be him. Whoa! Go! Whoa! Go in the fucking hole. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm supposed to break it. It's like a physics game. Oh, that was even one of the tags. I am literally Phaeton. You cannot be Phaeton. You cannot have sex with Phaeton, and you cannot have Phaeton merchant. No Yumajoshi Phaeton art. Knives? Millions Knives is my boyfriend and also me. You cannot have him. You cannot be with him. Hey, if I have to shoot these, does that mean I have to actually aim? Oh my god, stop bouncing, yo. No, stop. No. Some possession. You would like to possess? I wonder if we're gonna get to a point where somebody's like, I am literally Pecora. I am Pecora, and no one else can be her. I'm Pecora. But I don't think it's gonna work as well these days because I think that, that's like the part of Tumblr that never got, like, normalized and spread around and widely accepted. That's always going to be kind of like it's a very niche in a pocket of the world. You'll see shit like that more in like, you know, like VR chat, you know, where they're kind of like all a little bit silly over there. That's the assumption that it's in bad faith. Some people like literally get kin memories or otherwise have identity feelings that are deeper than just projection. But like if you haven't accept that, you got to be comfortable. I mean, so if somebody goes, I am Pomni from Amazing Digital Circus, like I'm actually her. This is real. This is literally who I am. And Pomni was created a few years ago by an artist. We have to take that seriously? Because I don't see why we should take it seriously. That's not like gender identity or something. That's cartoon characters. Also, hi. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys doing? Or like people that believe they're dragons and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I've never really been able to, I don't think it's, like, malicious. I don't think any of them are thinking, I'm just pretending, tee-hee-hee-hee, I just want to be inconvenient, or whatever. It's like, I don't think it's like that, but I feel like if you try to dissect into likely what's actually happening, that's kind of like how I assume it is. And, I mean, like I said, like when I was young, I would do not anything on that level that they would do, but you kind of like think of yourself like you get attached to a character, and it's kind of like playing and having fun. Like, oh, I really like this character from Italia. They're me. They're gonna be like who I want to identify as, stuff like that. How goes you? If not, let the rat know and they will do the crime. Everything's going pretty okay. We're playing a berry game where you put berries in a hole and you're grinding for money. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, so we like that. Break it and then we get money. I don't know what we get for it. Like, did I get to get money from that. But there's a little bit of surrealness in this game. Nothing's really changed too much. The amount of grinding that they want to do is pretty extreme, so it'll probably be more doable once we get more upgrades, but everything's so expensive.
She's pretty. It's just my type is men.
Also, hi, Syphilis. How are you doing? And also, I kind of say it because, like, you kind of get used to certain personality types, and then you start figuring them out, and certain common traits. Like, if you watch the, lots of VR chat videos with, like, certain kinds of furries or VR chat, it's just, it starts feeling kind of, like, notable, like, oh, you all have multiple personality disorder. Like I forget which, there's like, a proper name that they use, but they all imply that they have it, and it's like, what are the odds that all 300 of you have the same disorder? That's so crazy. It just starts feeling like, I don't know. They understand they have a human brain and human body, but identify more with whatever thing than they do with humanity. I don't see a problem with that, but I don't see why it'd be a problem to respect that. I mean, are you one of them or something? Like, I never said that we should beat them up and laugh at them and point at them and laugh at them. I just think that, like, I don't know, maybe you haven't seen some of the more serious cases, right? But I do think that there's, like, some underlying issues, and, I mean, everybody has underlying issues, right? I'm just, like, saying that there's just some that, kind of got a bit popular on Tumblr, and it just didn't really, become widespread or accepted, and I think that a lot of people, kind of like mock it or whatever, but I'm not saying that you should treat them bad or anything. I don't know about respecting it exactly. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't know what exactly respect would entail in that circumstance. Like, I think it's silly, so I don't know how I can teach my brain to not think it's a little bit silly. But I didn't know we were gonna get, like, serious about it. Like, we could change the subject. Like, I don't have to talk about it if you don't like it. My bad. Silver coin. Whoa. I like the grass texture. It's cute. I also appreciate that we have flamingos. Oh, no. Does this, like, start happening within, like... Oh, the sun is the time. Well... Oh, so I was worried that the coins would maybe be on a timer and that I have to get them really quick or something, but it doesn't seem like I need to. Where is that? There was, like, a money that seems that it was... affordable. I thought there was something that was like... Was it just this? 50... 2,000... That's the ends game. 20,000, 90,000... It must have just been this and this that had cheap prices. Oh, wait. Unlocks the star wand. Used to upgrade berry buddies. Upgrade berry buddies or move the hole. Well, I don't know what moving the hole would do. Why don't we... Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh, I see. All the other options disappeared because I ran out of money. So now... Control. Ugh. What? 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 Left mouse button. I don't like how this feels control-wise. Okay, I'll have to learn the physics with it, but it kind of feels slower to do it that way. It's like, I don't actually like it. But I'm assuming that that's the intended way they want you to play. What? Alright, so my money... Release the objects in front of you. I just... Yeah, you hold, like... You hold E to suck the... Like, I'll have to practice with it more. I don't even know if you... Oh, you can read. Always sprint. Okay. Full auto pop gun. I don't know what that means. Like, I'm worried about messing with the controls because they're probably made... They're probably the best balanced controls, right? Okay. What? Oh! Oh! Oh. I see what... What? So you pick it up with E, and then you hit control. Wait. I don't understand. Oh, wait. I don't understand this stupid fucking game. Like, it sucked up the berry inside. Like, I just pressed a button, and then it sucked it up, and then I shot it up. But now I don't get it. Okay. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this. Okay, now it's just in there. Wait. Oh, if you double press. I think if you double press E, then it just gets sucked in completely. Can you suck more than one? Oh, you can stack them, but I don't know if you could suck more than one at the same time. It's not working. It's just, it's like sometimes I feel like I do something and it works and then it stops working. But I'm starting to get the hang of it, I think. Hello, game. Yeah, like why? Oh, I switched it to where it's automatically run. Because why wouldn't I want to run? Come back! Come back! No! Well, that's not coming back anytime soon. Huh? Bro, this was so much simpler when I just dropped him in. Okay. Okay. So, even if I'm holding one, I can't drop it. Complete 10 days. Great job. Okay. I'm getting triggered by that being there all the time. But I guess they don't want me to ever forget my controls. Wait, please. Oh my god. I love soft ones because it's kind of like Kirby. Yeah. All right.
Check your balls.
What? Yeah. What? I don't... What's the point of this? Oh, wait. Oh, that doesn't suck. It only pushes. I don't... Could I always throw them like this? Wait. Maybe a button... I don't get it. I just don't. And I'm probably the only person who doesn't understand. That's the worst thing. This is some sophisticated Zoomer game. I have to have them teach me. Get it. Get out of my way. Get out of here. Get out of here! Go! God damn you. Ugh! I can't talk shit because this game was recommended to me. I'm just saying that I don't know about it. If I get good at aiming, we already know that I can't play basketball, so this is just cruel. Thunderstorm. Does that mean your internet's gonna go out? That's always the scary thing, is if you try to, like, be streaming whenever the, internet is at risk of going down. Give me that. Alright, so I got some bad news. I'm almost done with this. This may not be for me. I kind of admit that I enjoy it. Get out of here. I don't want to, like, bother them. Go away! I don't want to, like... I'd rather pick the leaves. Why'd you drop berry? Partially skill issue. That's the sad thing. I will not deny that there's a skill issue going on, but I guess I'm a little bit, like, uninterested. Like, I know that it'll eventually become something, right? Like, maybe we'll get another area that we unlock, but I'm kind of like... I don't know, this isn't working on me. I'm more open-minded to different kinds of games than I used to be. Like, man, like a year ago, you would never catch me ever humor in a walking sim. I'd be like, if I want an atmospheric experience, I would rather play an atmospheric experience that has real gameplay. I don't want to play like a walking sim, but yeah, this is a pass for me, dog. Just gonna put on some relaxing music. How long did we play that before I was done with it? Yeah. Cute game. I'm not the target audience, I don't think. I'm going to uninstall and I'm going to refund. About an hour. An hour of it was like just yapping too. Like when we were in the game, like just pausing and talking, I think too. But that sucks. I don't want to go into games and like actually like not vibe with them or whatever. I want to be like pleasantly surprised. But hey, you know, can't win them all. So I'm going to get a refund because I'm never gonna play this again. But cute game. Like I can see like why somebody would like it. And I'm sure as it goes on, it'll get more surreal and like cool and whatever. But let's play a different one. How do I? Oh, I go to Steam support. The stream is now refunding a game tutorial. It's not what I expected. That is probably true. I'd like to request a refund, please. Yeah. I'll use that. Like, it's cheap. It was like only like $10, but I can put that $10 towards another indie game that I would like to like try and buy. What's crazy is that wasn't there a period of time when you couldn't refund Steam games? The fact that they did that is like really sick. Filtered by berries. That's the best part, is the berries were squishy and soft and delicious. Set category Steam refunds. Exactly. Well, that sucks because now I have to think of another game. Like, one game I played was recently was Maltese's Fluffy Onsen, and I'll say I liked that game enough to not refund it, but I can't say that I foresee myself playing it anytime soon. It was one of those what do you call it? Autoplay games? idler games. It turned out it was an idler game, but like an optional idler game. Fruit Bus I want to get to at some point, but I was expecting to just play something more chill, but not too chill. Fruit Bus, I think I'm still discouraged because like I started over and I started over because I took too long of a break from it, and then when I hopped back to it, I didn't know where anything was. I was overwhelmed. Restarted it, and I think that just completely killed my enthusiasm for the game, unfortunately. Kind of did it to myself. Sort of like what I'm doing to Subnautica. I don't know when the hell I'll ever get back to that game, and that's unfortunate because I was having a good time with it. What about this game? I got a game. It's called I Am Fish. I'll install that. And I'll make a thumbnail and I'll pog out. Like I'll do like a pog out thumbnail. I Am Fish. Let's see. What do we got for this game? I might freeze up though because now I'm having to download it. I think I Am Fish is like it's like an adventure game. And it looks cute. It's like you're in a hamster ball, but it's like a fish bowl, and then I think you're going around town, and it looks kind of cute, kind of cool to me. Let me I'm gonna make a thumbnail really quick because for anybody who doesn't know about my tism, oh god, I forgot to bring the YouTube chat up. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't think there's that many of you there, but I always hate leaving y'all out. Hold on, I have to make a thumbnail before I'm allowed to switch games. And then I post it on the social media, and then I go, like, or something. And then I end the YouTube stream, and I start it back up so the thumbnails are separated. Because I don't like having... I don't want to play this game, this brand new game, and the thumbnail for it be a game that I only play for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like misleading. So I gotta pog out really quick. Hold on. I gotta look this way. Whoa, I can't. Whoa. I had to do my whoa expression. Because I'm emotionally stunted and I don't know what else to do. Alright, let's put that right there. Yeah. But when I start the YouTube stream back up, this time I'm going to have the chat back up. I won't fuck up this time. Sometimes I do a little bit of editing. I have like tricks for how I do stuff. There we go. Okay. It's called I Am Fish. I'll be right back. I'm gonna close the YouTube channel. YouTube stream off, and then I'm gonna restart, okay? So refresh in like 2 minutes.